Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here with my continuing playthrough of Hearts of Iron 3 with Black Ice 9.11. Of course, we're playing as Japan. I am playing this one live, but I'm going to try to keep focused on the game reasonably much, though I do want viewer interaction. That isn't a subtle or not subtle attempt to get you to shut up. No, keep interacting. Okay, why can't you retreat? You're come on, retreat. Just give up the fight. Well, I think you're gonna shatter instead of retreat. No, I don't even know if I can get carriers close enough to bomb to damage, but it wouldn't damage the canal, in the sense it wouldn't stop shipping through here, and there's nothing really, other than if they have any air units or something there. Really, it's of no real use to do that in this game. You need to put troops in there. And I would like to, but I just, don't think we can get that done. Well, let's speed up a little bit more. Well, they're streaming in units from somewhere to deal with all this American landing. Maybe that'll be enough. Hello, Luigi. Thank you very much for the kind words. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have fun. This is not so bad being just an essay. It's a, and I'm gonna not go too deep into this, but I would say it is a, you're gonna retreat now, and you guys are gonna come back over here and pick them up. Rebase. It's a, going to the point of being in a religion, I would say. It's a belief system that they have, and with a fervent belief of a religious convert. It is no longer a rational set of values. Because if you demonstrate to me that something doesn't work, even if I think it's good or I like it, I'm going to change my mind about it. Okay, airborne warfare research. Okay, that's good. Up here, yes, okay, we're gonna stop that. Let's see what we can move to. Rear. So occupation is really only an option. And come down here. Once you get through with that, counterattack there. Thank you, Harleys. There's more than one of them rambling by right now. I'm not planning on doing nuclear research. And maybe it's a mistake. Oh, no. We want to... Okay, the 37th winter. You're going to get the heavy anti-tank to better deal with some of these Australian tank units. Look at the terrain here. Yeah, we'll move you into the hills. Why am I not doing nuclear? Well, one, Japan didn't do it. Not that that doesn't mean a reason not to do it, just they didn't. Two, I don't know if it's a good enough place to focus my energy on. Three, I don't know how long the game's going to last. Quite honestly, I thought I was going to be defeated at sea much earlier, and I was going to have the U.S. rampaging across my islands. I'm glad that I don't. And so since I didn't look more forward in advance, you know, probably not the best thing to do at this moment. Okay, maybe better license some camel trains from Saudi Arabia before occupying North Africa. Stopping now since you want to focus on Hawaii. Yeah, thanks, Metal Savage. I do want to talk more about the subject at times, and I definitely want you guys to talk about things, but Okay, that's an idea. Let's see what we can do here. I'm not used to buying licenses for anything because I'm normally Germany and have stuff. Let's see. They're very likely. We agree to pay. Look at this price here. Let's see. 19,000. Oh, I guess we can reduce it down. Okay. Yeah. We're not paying 19,000 for any damn thing. Okay. No. I guess the minimum we can pay is 300. Well, we'll get a couple of those. It's probably not. Oh, no. No, I'm not paying that. I'm not paying 700. I'm not paying $300 gold for some camel units. I know I have a lot of that, but no. Good idea, but in practice, yeah, in practice it's I can't get this. It either goes 0 or that, because it sets for 2. If we were to just go back to 1, it's still 400 gold or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, no, it's nice, but it's not really worth it. Not worth that much. So, no, good idea though. I like the idea. Hello, Carl Lindoff. Good to see you. Yes, what type of AT guns do I have? Big ones. Let's see. I don't even know if they've gone into any immersion on this, quite honestly. Okay. Nope. They're just German AT models, which Pack 40s basically is what they're calling them, but the pictures don't even match. Well, is it like I don't know what those pictures are of that. Let's see. Ports, yes. We might do that now that good idea. We might do that now that we're retreating out of here. That was we have these guys here, so we may. Yeah, I think we will. That's a very good idea. I'm going to take your idea there, Carl. Yeah, they are sending troops from wherever. It looks like a lot of maybe Bulgarian units that had been over there, that Italian units loaned to Bulgaria, and some Hungarian types, as well as Italian units loaned to Germany that Germany is now sending back over here. I don't understand all of what is going on here, but it looks like, because I can see the Hermann Goering division here, the symbol for that. An SS Panzer unit. I don't know which one. There. Couple of mountain units. Couple of Panzer units. Some ski Jaegers are in this stack here. A DAC unit is in that one. Probably shattered in North Africa and went back to Italy or something. An SD unit. They're actually doing fairly decent. There's a mechanized infantry there. They're actually doing fairly decent. I'm thinking now that Italy's going to be saved, but of course it means to some degree stripping units from the Eastern Front to do this. Oh yeah, great movement bonuses. Okay, grand strategy. Well, it originally was to secure the Pacific Islands, which we've done. There's still just a couple of remainder here. Take out Australia and sort of secure India. Because Italy's been losing, we are pushing into here primarily to deflect the British somewhere else. We were trying to save, and well, look at here. It's been a little while. The U.S. has pulled out of North Africa. God love the AI. This whole pocket was completely without any supply. The British actually had pulled out some more units. I thought this pocket was going to die. They had taken Tripoli, but I guess because of the North African landings, they've pulled out. There's the big red one, the 1st Infantry Division. Or is it because this is French territory now and they've got U.S.? I don't know. We will see. I'm going to, at least for the moment, plan to leave Turkey neutral, and I am in no way prepared to fight the Soviets. But what I am doing is having a lot of Soviet units. This is about, I mean, this is one of the better units here. A lot of Soviet units sit on my border. Most of this border has no connection, meaning that's no infrastructure levels there. So they can't do anything there. We've got them sitting down here on here. And I also have a bunch of cheap militia units here that are sitting here that are, look at all these tank units. Oh my God. There are 60, and there's probably 2 per unit conscription battalion units there. So it's probably 30 units. Well, I see 15 transports, but yeah, so yeah, okay, there's probably 4 per 15 HQs. The heavy armor and the infantry tank armor probably don't have HQ units attached. Oh my God, here's some camels. Can't capture them. So no, I'm not attacking this, but I don't need to attack this. This is economy of force. Oh my God. Because it is having, the AI is dumping so many units to protect against me. And I'm not doing anything to a non-aggression pact with them. Not currently in the game sense, no. Yes, I guess theoretically they could declare war, but I don't think they will. So I am not striking at the Soviets. I am I'm going to hopefully gobble up this part of Persia here, and again have just territory here that they feel they need to guard it, is what I'm hoping. You can't force it to do anything. You can't. You just can't. You say, shouldn't the mod force? Nope. You can spawn the forces here, but the AI can move it anywhere they want to. So, I'd love to be able to control some of that kind of stuff with mods, but no, I've looked into it. So yeah, so we're doing better, and it's like we can come out here and see we've got this garrison unit, mildly good garrison unit, and we don't know quite how good, but I can see at least one regular army or tank unit, and at least one full tank unit, and at least one full size light tank unit, and a light tank unit detachment. So there's probably at least 3 mechanized divisions of one form or another sitting up here, but we can see this big stack of stuff facing off against this. So we are definitely helping on the Eastern Front, but with very, very little use of force. Much, much better than invading, in my opinion, at this point. And my plan, or my thoughts, was only to invade if Germany has Leningrad, Moscow, and Stalingrad, and things look good, meaning they're holding out well over here, and then maybe invade. But only maybe that at that point. Okay, major victory. Okay. Theodore. Okay. Yes, we lost this. We're retreating there. That should work effectively. These guys are going to counterattack down into here together. And yes, I'm going to collect our horses and our marines, and we're going to see about invading down here to take out their supplies. I do like that thought. Oh, let's look at Australia. Yeah, send in the... And took out 2 more destroyer groups. I quite honestly don't know how well you could script that. Meaning if I do something to lower the threat level, I'm not sure if it would hold, once I removed the threat level. Okay, you come to here. We're not fighting this battle here. Well, I guess we're doing this 1 unit at a time. Oh well, I don't know. Quite honestly, I'm not sure. I have not looked into modifying threat levels via events. I'm not saying you can't. I just haven't quite honestly looked into it. Support that attack. Yeah, keep moving. Retreat out of there. I don't care. Just get out. Get on board ship. We are running. Okay, gun position 4 engine airplane has improved. That would be under armament. What would be useful? Let's do medium bomber prototypes. Okay, you guys are here. You can support that attack, and you can support it as well, so that they're being hit from additional angles. And another destroyer flotilla down. Okay, have they arrived yet? One has. One division. I guess we'll move that one. Now let's come down this way. And they can leave to go somewhere else. Keep the supply strain off from basing too many units down there. And have they arrived? Nope. Let's see, I don't know what it has for pocket battleships. We'll look at that in a minute. Okay, amphibious unit training. That would be here, I believe. Yeah. I think we're going to move this up over to industry and steel production. And marine HQs. Okay. We'll do that. Which that will give us this. I don't know what it will say for pocket battleship models. The Deutschland class, basically. There's just no one's done any immersion work on Japan for that. Japan is, quite honestly, a bit low on their priorities. Okay, so everything but that one. Everybody gets back on board ship. Hope you had a nice brief shore rest. Get off there. Okay, rebase. We're just dropping some garrison units around. Yeah, Japan has not been worked like Germany has. Okay, everybody charge. Gun position, twin engine airplanes have advanced. Very nice. Oh, and I want to let everyone know, again, I know many of you do know, that this coming Wednesday, the 30th, I will be, this is mostly for the live chat, because I think this will be up after that, I will be guest hosting Slytherine's Twitch channel. The Slytherine, the company who makes many great games. So I will be on there, and I'd love to have you show up. That's 6 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Come by, say hi if you can. Okay, twin engine gun position, which is this one. Okay, and that we're going to move to light bomber prototypes. Yeah, oh, we have some unique ships for sure. Most of them are, I think, maybe, no, well, those are the Hiru. We do have some of the carriers that are sort of unique ships. Here we go, you know, the Nagato. And some of these were classed, I think, as battle cruisers, some as battleships. Originally, and I just don't know there's a lot more of them to know, and I don't know the Japanese classes of heavy ships that well. Yeah, I don't know the ship names for those. I know what you're talking about when they converted over some battleships to semi-carrier type operations. Hey, Daniel. Yeah, no, Midway was a massive failure. Okay, we have African Army recruitment advance. Now, we'll see what that gives us now that we've lost all of our... can we even do that anymore? Oh, we could do Indian Army recruitment. Ooh, boy, boy, boy. We've finally got the right city to do that. So we're going to be doing that. We'll let this go for the moment, though. I don't know what that'll give us. Okay, well, nothing at the moment. Maybe thinking before we retreated out of here, we could pick up some African recruits. No, I guess not. Okay, get on. No, get on board the ship. Rebase to here. Oh, I'm going to be streaming Strategic Command, World War II, World at War, but it's going to be the I'm playing through to it right now. I haven't quite got there. The Barbarossa start. So I'll be starting with that game, starting Barbarossa. And it's the World at War version, so it's the global version of Strategic Command. And so I'll be, and leading up to it, there'll be another episode coming out on that series at noon today on my channel. I'm hoping to get all of them released beforehand. So, yeah, Midway wasn't a failure. Midway was a complete and, of course, total failure. Okay, what I'm doing right now is, and quite honestly, because of various things, I have not gotten things done as much as I really should have. What I think the main problem, because the person who was maintaining it was doing a good job, but just couldn't quite figure out what was going on. I think one or more of the techs that I give bonuses to have been removed or name changed, or which is effectively removed in the game. And so I have to go through all of my events, is what I think I have to do, and find out if any, because I have a bunch of different events that gives, oh, a bonus to this tech or that tech or something. I think that's what's causing the problem for TRE. And I just haven't done it yet because it looks like a big mountain of work. So, yeah, I'm not actively involved in version 10 of the Black Ice. I've only peripherally been involved in anything, and nothing really since Hearts of Iron 4 has come out. But so I've got to upgrade TRE to get it to work properly with 10. And I just, quite honestly, it looks like a big mountain of work to dig through all of those events and one at a time and figure out what needs to be done. That's delaying things that I want to get done too, because like I was talking earlier about, that I want to do a multiplayer game on 10 with TRE, Third Reich events. So it is recon unit combined arms. Okay, we're going to stop that, I think, and we're going to move this up to coal to oil conversion. And so there's a lot to do. The war in the Pacific really optimized the greatness of carriers. Yes, yes. The Pacific War was a carrier war. Losing the battleships, of course, it was painful in human lives. But probably, actually, in a way, I mean, this is maybe a strange thing to say, but did America a favor by really, because there was a big, literally, not a physical fight, but a political, a administrative, public relations fights going on between the carrier people and the battleship navy, sort of called the Brown Shoe Navy and the Black Shoe Navy. Pilots could wear brown shoes. All the rest of the Navy officers wore black shoes. So if you were a surface fleet officer, you were, Black Shoe Navy. If you were generally only really referred to the carrier pilots as the Brown Shoe Navy. So there was a fight going on as to who's most important. Well, who was getting all the money, who was getting all of the attention, was the surface fleet. And so since that is destroyed, And of course, the U.S. rebuilds the surface fleet because, one, when they have their fleet destroyed, they want to rebuild it, and they still think it's still the primary, or still a very important part. I notice I said very important, not unimportant, but a very important part of the naval battles, and which they turned out the big battleships they spend all that money on. And I like battleships, and I still think America should have somewhere between 2 and 4 because they're still useful. Is that their wondrous new battleships end up doing 2 jobs: 1, anti-aircraft battery work in escorting carriers, and 2, shore bombardment. Now, both of those are very important, are important roles. They're no longer important on the surface fleet action, but by only having carriers left, it really shows the U.S. Navy that carriers are where it's at, and carrier warfare is where the main decision arm. Sure, there are battles in, you know, these regions around here that are surface fleet on surface fleet, often smaller vessels, and that kind of thing going on. But it's really the carrier fleets are what is. Oh, and I think we're over here now. Yes. Okay. Everything here except for that unit on the bottom. And so carrier fleets, and that's sort of, and then that shows the Navy at all levels that yes, battleships are useful. Yes, battleship task force are important. But what is really going to fight and win the war is the carrier. So I actually think Pearl Harbor does a good job at, or is actually a beneficial element to the Navy in the long run. Again, like I say, it's painful in dollars, it's painful in lives, and all of that. I'm not dismissing any of that, but that is that. Nice. Okay, let me just read in the chat. Sounds really nice. Operational games, not fully strategic, but are not really games like that. This is Japan lost the... Yeah, oh yeah, you're absolutely right, Daniel. The second, yeah, December 7th, 1941 is when Japan loses World War II. Partially just on the surprise attack, but, and I've, earlier on in this series, I've talked about ways that they might have been able to, you know, more regularly declare war, or, well, briefly, one of the things I think, if they had forced the U.S. to declare war on them and then made it really painful taking some of these islands like they did, I think maybe they could have convinced the American people that it wasn't worth fighting. Maybe. I'm not saying they would have. I'm just saying it's the only thing. Has had they, like, not attacked the Philippines, you know, gone after Malaya to be able to secure Indonesia, okay, and then have the U.S. decide, okay, this is too far, we're declaring war on you, and then have ready to go invasion fleets and attack forces and all of that kind of stuff. Maybe they could have fought the U.S. to a standstill enough that the people wouldn't have the stomach to continue the fight. Maybe. I'm not, that's just a possibility, a maybe, a could be kind of thing, not a, oh, I think it is, would have. But that's the only real scenario that I can see that, okay, artillery unit training advance, very good, that they could have, not would have, could have. Oh, we'll let that continue. Oh yeah, oh, absolutely right, Daniel. They had a thing for it. They used that in starting the war with the Russians. The attack on Port Arthur was a surprise attack, basically without a declaration of war. You're absolutely right. It was not in the Japanese mindset. But I'm just trying to analyze, because that's partially my job as a war gamer, if you know nothing else, because we game out the wars. The reasonable what ifs, you know, well, what could we do that would do this? You know, what could do that? And that's where I get my thinking from. Because that's the only thing I can see that could do this. But you're absolutely... Oh, we need to pay more attention over here. Okay, okay, you're about ready to collapse, so you come up here. You attack here. Let's see if we can push into there. And no, just support that attack, I think. And here, let's support this attack. I know it's across the river, not the best thing, but major victory. Yes, okay. Now, get on board vessels, get on board vessels. Let's see if we can come down here and invade. And to sort of distract from that, let's counterattack into these light armor here. They're okay for the moment. And artillery unit command and control, and I'm going to let that go, I think. Yeah, well, I would agree with the term inability. They really, yeah, they could have coordinated things a little better, no doubt, and I'm not disputing the possibility of better coordination. But I would say, is like you say, it's as much an inability as it is a not really trying to so much. No, they can't. That's some of my thinking. They get near it, but they can't actually get there. No, I don't think Saudi Arabia is at war yet. We've puppeted them. I think they're waiting to get all of their forces out of British territory before declaring war. Well, it looks like the Americans have given the French some units. And hopefully these guys are doing better here. Don't know why the German... Okay, well here they're coming here to take that out. How do I put this? I don't understand it all. Because sometimes when I'm playing as Germany, or generally speaking, if I don't have Hungary at war with anybody, I can't attack out of its territory against Yugoslavia, even though they're in the Axis. I don't know if it's a combination that these guys are a puppet and they're an Axis member, or if there's something else going on, but sometimes it allows attacks out and sometimes it doesn't, and I don't have a clear, and I don't know if there is a clear you know, definable, oh, this is why or not, or some such thing like that. Oh, no, I didn't do that right, did I? No, okay, that, we don't want to leave the police there, I don't think we do. Get on board. Okay, yeah, you guys are there. We left the police there. We probably shouldn't have left the police there. Okay, we're gonna actually come back and grab those police, because I want those police in India, I think, and just leave. We're gonna head back that way anyways. Leave the garrison unit there. So I don't have a strong rhyme or reason as to why I sometimes can and sometimes I can't attack out of not at war but friendly territory kind of stuff. There's probably something, but I don't know. Okay. Yeah, and I see your point there, and I think your point is not to attack, because Germany or Japan really isn't credibly capable of attacking, but to have that as a threat that you might attack, I agree with you that that would be a credible threat that the Soviets would have to go, oh my God, we can't send too much stuff west because of Japan may attack us, kind of thing. So that I can see and agree with. Nope, we're battling the Americans here, it looks like. Okay, the Battle of the Red Sea. We've got the Taiyo and the Churo pocket battleships, and we're going against, oh boy, 3 CVs and oh, the Brooklyn's actually a pretty cool ship, yeah. Okay, and well, those are just landing craft. How badly will we get messed up here? Okay, we've won. We didn't lose anything to ships, though we got our CAG sort of messed up a bit. Okay, and also on advice of viewers, we're going to keep this episode relatively short, so we'll be stopping the episode, not the stream. Hello, bunch of eyes. This is not Hearts of Iron 4, things sort of changed. This is Hearts of Iron 3 Black Ice. Sorry about some of the things. I was awfully tired. Not awake yet when I started setting things up there. So, not Hearts of Iron 4. Hearts of Iron 3. But we're going to be ending the episode, not the stream. Stream's going to be staying here, but we're going to be ending the episode. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for liking the video. Love hearing from you, so please post questions, comments, suggestions, corrections. See you next time for more Hearts of Iron.